Hey YouTube, it's Mike here, and today I'm bringing you my first FIFA 19 video. And I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, okay Mike, it's been a while, you haven't been making videos. Like I said in my my last videos that I had made of FIFA 18, there wasn't really much for me to talk about anymore or do on the game because I kind of like was bored or fed up of it, like a lot of you guys. So I decided just to take a break, and finally FIFA 19, we've been seeing a lot of new videos that are coming out. They revealed a lot of new stuff, and you guys are probably wondering by the title, can this game possibly be worse than FIFA 18? Now the reason why I'm saying this is that I'm a bit worried about this. I'm worried about FIFA 19. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm very worried about FIFA 19, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I'm worried. So the first thing we're going to talk about is actually the new division rivals. So there's a new ranking system, and I'm actually happy to see that because that was one of the things that a lot of people complained about, and I was actually one of them that was complaining about that. So I'm happy to see that EA actually did something new for the divisions. Now, the only good thing that I've seen so far on YouTube from these divisions is that now we could qualify directly to playing division games, okay? This means that even if you're losing or whatever, you're kind of making points, I guess, and you can still qualify for the weekend league. Okay, so that's a good thing. It lets more people into the weekend league, and it's less stressful because you don't have to win 4 games in a row by playing the knockout tournament, stuff like that. Okay, so that's a very good thing that they did. I'm very happy for that because I want to see more people in the qualify for the weekend league and stuff like that. Okay, now I was looking at the reward system. You get to choose between 3 choices and stuff like that. Now I just hope that I'm wrong from what I saw, because from what I saw, the rewards look very bad. Like, I mean, very bad. They look actually worse than what the divisions were, okay? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because the number one thing that people were complaining about for divisions was that people weren't playing them based on the fact that the reward system wasn't good. So now you look at these new rewards, and I was looking at them, and so just for example, from what I've seen, and I think it was Division 3 I've seen, and it was like rank 1 from Division 3 or something like that. And the guy had an option to pick a lone icon or 2 packs that were, I think, 2 7.5k packs, or 11 or 12,000 in coins. Now those were his choices. Now if those are weekly choices, okay, you're playing all week these new divisions, and that's your options of your reward, okay, that's actually worse than what we had, right? Because let's say, for example, you were a Division 1 player and you were able to win Division 1. Okay, of course, there's not many could win Division 1, but for the people that did, for example, okay, you will get 15,000 coins for winning Division 1. But the thing is, you will play it multiple times throughout a week. You could win it twice, 3 times, depending on how good you were. You will make 30k, 45k, and so on, okay? So now, let's say you play Division 1, and, like, let's say you're in Division 1, you're in one of those ranks, like from rank 5 to 1, whatever it is, and you play all week long, and at the end of the week you get a choice of your rewards, and your choices are, for example, like let's say a lone icon, maybe a mega pack that's worth 35k, and let's say 25k in coins. I don't know, man. That's not great. I mean, that's actually worse than what it was, right, from my point of view. Now, like I said, the only good thing out of this from what I've seen was the fact that now you could qualify for weekend league throughout this, so you don't have to be stressed about winning 4 games in a knockout tournament. So I'm happy about that. I'm just hoping that I'm wrong about the reward system, and that what we saw was not exactly the reward that they're going to give us, and they're going to actually change that, hopefully, because if they didn't, they completely failed with the reward system, if that's what we're going to get out of it. So now let's get into the weekend league. Nothing was said so far about the weekend league that I've heard of. There were rumors of people saying that they maybe wanted to make the weekend league even 60 games long. I don't know, that could be BS, but anyways. So they haven't said nothing if they changed anything about the weekend league. Now the biggest complaint that we had in FIFA 18, one of the biggest complaints in FIFA 18 was the fact that the weekend league was just not playable no more, based on the fact that playing 40 games throughout a weekend is, it's too much. It's just too much. And we haven't, we don't know yet if that's what the case again. I mean, if that's the case again, I mean, seriously, what's the breaking point of people this year? I mean, if last year a lot of people ended up quitting the game, pros ended up quitting, a lot of people just quit because they didn't want to play. A lot of people weren't playing weekend league no more because they were just fed up, and it was just too exhausting to play 40 games a weekend. So if that's the same thing this year, even if the gameplay is better, it's still 40 games in a weekend. People are going to quit. People are going to quit. It's as simple as that. So hopefully it's not that. I just hope it's not that. I hope it's something different. Please, for the love of God, EA, if there's one thing you guys heard us talk about, fix your weekend league differently so people can play it throughout the week. I just still don't get it. Anyways, we'll see what happens when the game comes out itself. Now, I didn't want to make the video too long, but I did want to talk about one thing. There's a new feature with the new shooting, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is good. This is gonna increase the skill gap between a lot of players." Now, all I'm seeing over here is that EA is promoting low drivens, because how do you take a low driven? You double tap your button, right? I mean, you double click your shooting button, and that's what the new shooting system seems to be going towards. So all they were trying to do is try to eliminate a little bit the long shots. So that's harder for you to score a long shot, but they're promoting low drivens. And what's the most OP, like the most overpowered like shot in the game were low driven. So instead of actually fixing the low drivens, where a lot of people were complaining they're just too overpowered, they're actually, with their new shooting system, I feel like they're promoting more people for using low drivens. Now, I could be completely wrong. This is from what I've seen so far. Hopefully that's not the case. Like I said, I'm just hoping that a lot of stuff that I'm going to be saying in this video are going to be different than when the game comes out. But if it's not, like I said, I just feel like they're promoting more low drivens, because like you're double tapping your shooting button, and that's how you take low drivens in the FIFAs, because they did say that the shooting system will be similar. The only thing is you will have an advantage if you double click, if you choose to use the double shooting button to have a better successful shot. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what that is. I think it's the reason why they did this is because maybe a lot of the pros that were actually losing games versus like nobodies probably were getting scored on from long shots and stuff like that. And if you look at pros, 90% or even 95% of their goals are all low driven shots, because they seem to never shoot from outside the box. They seem to always wait for the best occasion to shoot from inside the box, and that's it. So that's what it seems like. Maybe they're trying to pamper the game more to them, and I think that's wrong, because the majority of people that are going to play your game are actually just regular people. So maybe you should have just left the shooting system the way it was, and maybe nerf the low drivens. That's my personal opinion on what they should have done with the shooting system. But we're going to see when the game comes out and how it's going to look like. So here comes the conclusion of my video. After speaking about you guys, what I've seen in my opinion and what I'm seeing in the game so far, and for example, also they removed park the bus, and they came out with a new custom tactics, there's a couple of new formations. That's cool. They removed park the bus, but now there's going to be a new system where you could maybe tell your players to stay back differently and stuff like that. Maybe it's going to be even more OP defensively AI. I don't know. We'll see when the game comes out exactly what's going to happen with that. I'm sure some people are going to be abusing some of the new tactics, of course, so we'll see. I'm also myself going to be trying to look for something that makes you want to win, right? At the end of the day, you play the game for fun, but at the end of the day, you also play to win, right? So if you're going to figure out something with the custom tactics, with the new custom tactics, you're probably going to end up abusing it. Anyways, we'll see when the game comes out for that. Now, so the conclusion is that what do I think about the game so far from what I've seen? I'm worried. I'm actually worried, because I looked at last year, people's tolerance for the game was pretty high, actually, because last year was the year where people complained the most, and a lot of it was one of the worst years FIFA ever had, the way people were complaining and smashing the game, and calling out the pros for cheating and so on, and that's another thing. EA hasn't fixed nothing with the cheating. So is this going to be another year where there's going to be a lot of cheating involved again? I would say probably yes. And that's sad, because that's one thing they should have addressed, that they should have made something harder for people to cheat. And we haven't heard anything of that. And we haven't heard anything of for more servers, for better gameplay, less lag. We haven't heard anything about that. So I'm worried about what's the tolerance of people this year. Mine's very low. If I see too much BS and the game just becomes more of a stress than actually fun, you know, how much will I play of it? Probably not that much, because like I said, my tolerance is very low. Anyways, all I can say is that I'm hoping for the best, because, you know, like this channel here is based on FIFA, so I'm hoping for the best because I want to continue making YouTube videos, but I don't want to make them based on a game where I am gonna be sick out of it. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy myself also while I'm doing this. So hopefully we see the best out of it. So I just hope that people that did watch this video and watched it until the end or whatever enjoyed my my opinion of what I've seen so far. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about the game so far, what you've seen, and we'll see each other soon. You know, the game comes out in September. Will I make a video from here to September? We don't know, we'll see, maybe. If not, guys, be patient. I will be back for FIFA 19. I will be making videos. Hopefully it's gonna be a better year than next year, than last year, next year. What am I saying? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I wish you guys a good day, and I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.